Okay, so what we want to do with the presentation document, and you'll note that there is an InDesign template that you can use. You can certainly make your own. But what we have is essentially another InDesign document that has all the components for the assessment. Okay, so they're all there. But what we'll also do is we'll have a button that goes to the online publication. Okay, and so this is necessary now because for the last year or two, desktop computers, laptop computers do not support playing video. Okay, we used to be able to do it quite easily. The whole landscape has changed in this way. Buttons will work if we export this as an interactive PDF, but the slideshow and the video and any other interactive components that we make quite simply won't. So what we need to do here, so this one here, it's got the animated GIF on the masthead, buttons, rollovers, slideshows, etc. We need to publish this online, okay? And so in doing this, so let's just call this a new one. It will create the URL address so it can be viewed via anyone with a web browser. So it's really quite handy, and also with that, they can view it from their mobile devices as well. So it really does have a lot of flexibility and freedom in how you can present your work now. Okay. So while we are here, let's just do this. Actually, while we're waiting for the last few percent, I've made it optional for your masthead to be actually animated in After Effects as a GIF. If you're having problems with that, or if you're running out of time, I'm more than happy for you to have that masthead happen as an auto animation, which we can certainly talk about and show. But if you're running out of time, then we can just make the masthead fade in some way. Okay. Just waiting for this to do it. While we're doing that, let's see while we're here. Okay, so what I've got here is I've just had the masthead just moved down as an auto animation. Okay, so window interactive animation, and I think it's the preset is fly in from the top, or it could be fade in or something like that. Okay, and so I'm more than happy for that to work. So let's just close this. I've copied the link. That's optional, yeah. Always test before you send it off. Okay, just you don't want the client seeing little mishaps, because then they start doubting the quality of the work they're going to get. So just go through, have someone else look at it as well and just see if they're operating it as they're supposed to. Okay, so this one here, that does have that After Effects type animation preset that we've created. Got a button, got our things working, slideshows, etc. Okay, so that's all good. So what I'll do now is I'll come back to the presentation document and window, interactive buttons and forms. Okay, so I'll make this button go to a URL address. Now, InDesign hasn't updated this. Just remember, so this says http://, which is how web pages used to be identified. Nowadays, if you go to any browser, it's HTTPS. Okay, so if you have a look at any web, that S is this extra level of security that's been put onto web browsers now. So just make sure you delete this or just paste the URL over the top. Okay, now I'll just hit the tab key. So that's been done. I could be fancy and give it a rollover. So let's just say in here, might just get my type tool, drill into it and make the type turn white. Okay, so there's our rollover. What can happen when you do the rollover, you can actually lose the web address. So check, and you might need to just paste it in again. Okay, so always check that that is there, so it's working. And so now I can save this and I can export as an interactive PDF. Okay, so come in here, export, let's go okay, okay, check all of it. Okay, so this is preview, so don't expect things to work with preview. So just come back to where it is. Whoops, where are we? That's it. Let's just open this up in a browser. Okay, so there's our rollover. There's all our pages. So that's all good. So we don't need to have like Acrobat to view these things now. So that also gives us a level of freedom. So we'll just come in here, press this, and here we go. Okay, we're all underway. Very good. So that now that interactive PDF is what you can upload to the Moodle. Okay, and so it's got the link to the URL address, that's there, and you are all good. Okay, so just go through with that. Now, just very quickly, I did mention if you wanted to have something animated. So let's just say here, let's just do this quickly. Okay, so let's just say I want to animate this block of text. I can go to Window, Interactive Animation. So as I said, you could do this with the masthead if you're running out of time. We can see we've got a preset. And let's just say here, I'll have fly in from the left. Okay, I could have it loop. And see, I've got the ease in. So we can come in here. Okay. Now, having said that, don't have 10 different graphic elements auto-animated separately, because then suddenly it takes like 10 seconds before you can view the page. So if you are having auto animations, just group a few together. But they will happen in the order that you create them. Okay, so if you do one, then another, that will work. And so if I come back to this here, so I've done this one first, second. Well, actually, I did the glowing eye first. So that was just the red glow. That's just a fade in and fade out. And then I had the little byline come through, then the button. So that will just happen in that order. Okay, so just get those things together, and that will be all you need to do. Okay, so there we go.